Hi, my name is Tomomi Gariano, a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is day 29 of Inktober 2025. Today's tangle is Polk Heart by Herriette Robben. So you can guess from the name, there's a heart shape in this tangle, and it's quite easy, quite fun to draw. So you gotta start with this kind of leaves, like skinny leaves facing each other, creating a cup-like shape. And inside here you're gonna squeeze a heart. So that's poke heart. I guess the heart is poking out like a bud. So this is poke heart, and it's quite simple, and I think this video is gonna go rather quickly. So I think I'm gonna do just one big one. And they don't have to, these two leaves doesn't have to look the same. I think in fact it will look better if it's slightly different. And maybe I'll do, I'm thinking. So I'm thinking out loud. Instead of typical heart, I'm gonna do something just a little different. I mean, it's still a heart, but it has a little more dimension to it. And we do another heart stick coming out from the behind, maybe. So this one's going behind this leaf shape. Maybe I'll add little shorter leaves here. So maybe another heart here. Yeah, that's it. That was quick, right? And I'm gonna add some details. When you tangle big like this, it will create more opportunity to add more details to it. So I'm using my brown micron. So yesterday, for day 28, we did a quandary, and I did this very similar technique using my pen and quickly freaking out the pen tip to add a faint feathery line. It's one thing you can do. And perhaps I'll do this, and I'll do this one black. And you can also add some lime white. And also yesterday, sorry, I'm not talking much today. I'm a little tired today. Sorry about that. But I guess it's nice to tangle in silence too. I had a live concert that I went last night, so I stayed up late. So I'm a little sleepy and a little slow this morning. So yesterday I announced the time for upcoming YouTube live. So this will be for Tangle Idols for the last day of Inktober 2025. We'll tangle together on live. But if you can't make it, hold on a second, I had to find my pencil somewhere. Like I said, I'm a little tired this morning. Okay, I see them. There you go. So yeah, if you can't make it to the live session, it's not a big deal. It will be recorded and it will be posted later. Later meaning like soon after the live session is over. And plus, looking at the time zones, I am ahead of most of you. So when I do the last session on October 31st, the last day of October, for most of you, it's still gonna be October 30th. So you won't be behind even if you catch this live after it's done. It's over. And perhaps you may be feeling like you are way behind on your Inktober tangles. That's okay too. And you don't have to do every single one of them. If you want to skip, that's fine. Or maybe some tangles doesn't look appealing to you. For me, it's nice that, because I tasked myself to do this video for every day of month of October for Inktober challenge, it forces me to not skip the tangle or any tangle, even if I don't really resonate with that particular one. So thank you for giving me reason to keep going and not running away from the challenge. Otherwise, I will stay in my comfort zone. But this really helps me to go outside of my comfort zone, and tackle the ones that I normally wouldn't choose. So that's why it's so nice to join a challenge like this. And like some people left in the comment how they were watching Inktober videos done by multiple artists, which is great because we all have different take. I have one take on certain tangle, and you have completely different take on the same tangle. And there's so many artists who's doing this every day. So take a look at other instructors' videos or other artists' completed tiles and get inspirations. And one thing though, this is something we were talking the other day with other instructors. It's easy to, it's the best way to learn is to copy somebody's piece or try to imitate. I guess copy isn't the right word. Imitate somebody else's art, which is a really good way to learn. But if you do, just make sure you don't claim that as your own. Always give credit to whoever you get inspiration from. It's just you know, it's something that shows respect to the artist that you copied or you get inspiration. And maybe, you know, it just so happened to be that it's the same idea you already have, but still it's nice to give shout out certain not certain proper credit to where the credit is due. So all I'm saying is don't pretend like something that you copy or you mimic or you get an inspiration from as your own original idea. And in the end, we all have similar ideas, and maybe yours was original. Who knows? These days with social media, so sometimes it's hard to tell, but when you know that you get inspiration from some other people's artist work, please make sure that you mention that and give credit to that person and their creativity. So it's not like unless, you know, this artist files the copyright, is that the right word? Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't say it's illegal to do that, but it's a respectful thing to do, to give credit to whoever the credit is due. And by the way, tangles are not copyrighted. I need to be clear on that. You can use any tangle that's being published. That's something Rick and Maria were clear from the very beginning, that they don't take credit or the copyright, the tangle, because they get inspiration from the nature, you know, what's already out there. Sometimes sculpture, like the tangle ink. So tangles are free for you to use. There you go. It was quick and easy, and it was fun. Thank you so much for watching, and we have 2 more days left, and tomorrow I'll do another video, and last day we'll do the live session together. I hope you can join me and join us. Thank you for watching. Bye now.